Who's awake right now? I guess my thumbnail was misleading because I no longer look like that. I'll probably end up sleeping in my makeup and look horrifying when I wake up in the morning. No night owls so far, or other people on the other side of the world. So, we just had our Christmas concert tonight, and it was a great concert. Uh, Probably one of my favorites. And I always feel really wired afterwards, and my feet always ache. And I realized I didn't drink enough tonight, so I decided I'm just gonna sit here and live stream um, while I drink some water. And when I wake up, I'm supposed to help clean the kitchen at the church. No one's here yet. Is everyone being responsible and sleeping? Just gonna sit here and wait. Looks like it's buffering. I just spilled water on myself. Now I'm awake. So I woke up at 6 in the morning. Oh, it's a person. Hello, person. Who is it? Who's there? Show yourself. Hello. Who joined me? I'm not seeing any messages here. All messages are visible, it says. Okay, well, I'm going to turn on the bubbles for my amusement. Bubbles! 2 people. It's getting really exciting now. Do either of you 2 people want to say hello? Oh, hi, Geneva. Where are you located? I'm not going to be on for super long because I will still need to get up early. Make sure my daughter gets up for school and all the mom stuff. What's going on with you, Geneva? I haven't changed the filter. Whoa. All right. This setting is called documentary. Glamour. It doesn't feel very glamorous. I'm gonna go to bed when my feet stop aching. Hi, Lori. Um, yes, I'm sure most people are sleeping. I should be sleeping. It's one-ish, I think. I don't know. I can never sleep at a normal hour after a concert. Up super early, or are you still awake? So tomorrow I have to do some makeup piano lessons because I was supposed to teach 3 students today, and now I have to teach them tomorrow. Uh, and then I'm finally going to do some Christmas shopping. It's been really busy. What have you all been up to today? Sorry, this isn't very action packed. My whole family's asleep. Geneva, you're having trouble with your tablet? I know the feeling. So, it's 4 a.m. Did you even go to sleep yet, Lori? Or did you just wake up at 4 a.m.? Yeah, most people who tell me they used to take lessons regret quitting, except for one friend of mine. She said, I never regret quitting piano. And I have a few kids who take lessons because their parents make them, but they're warming up a little bit. I was 4 when I asked my parents for piano lessons, and I don't remember what gave me the idea. I just remember I was playing downstairs and felt like I should go upstairs and ask them if I could have piano lessons, and they said yes. So I took lessons for about 7 years, from kindergarten um, until 7th grade. And then I got more into singing, started taking voice lessons. Well, not officially until I think my sophomore year, but I had some really great choir teachers who um, helped kind of train me from junior high on until high school. And I don't know, any kind of music major, they expect you to become proficient in piano. So, um, especially if you sing, it's really good to learn to play the piano because I have um, adult friends who still need help learning their parts. And it's really great when I have a song I'm working on where I can play my own accompaniment and just practice a lot more. And then when I get together with an accompanist, we don't have to go through it over and over again. I'm in Washington. You woke up at 1 a.m.? Lurkin, what does that mean? Oh, Pennsylvania. I've never been there. Sounds nice though. Lurkin is asking, is it Le Schwing time? Please explain. So, I'll show this in the video. See my hair? Like, I wasn't trying to do anything with my hair tonight. I was just getting ready to go, and I have these sequins on my concert dress, and if my hair is down, it catches on the sequins, and I just really didn't have time to deal with my hair, but I didn't want to drive to Seattle with my hair down, trying to look over my shoulder, my hair catching on the sequins. So I just very quickly and with no effort at all, just kind of piled my hair on top of my head and put a rubber band on just so my hair wouldn't be touching the sequins. And then I get there, and I've never had so many hair compliments at a concert ever. And I was going to go to the bathroom and fix it because to me it just looked kind of sloppy. And my friends go, "Oh, no, actually looks really good." And so many people, "Oh, I love your hair. Your hair looks so great." And I was like, "Okay, I can work like hours on my hair and it doesn't look good." And the one time I'm not trying, then it looks awesome, I guess. So I'm just not going to try from now on. But of course, that will just jinx me. I realized I did not have enough water tonight, and so I'm just gonna sit here and drink water because otherwise I'm gonna have a major headache when I wake up in the morning. Testing, testing. Are you still? Smile, you're in front of a whole class right now? What class am I in front of? Hello, class. Lori, I've been to the East Coast one time when I was 15. My aunt and uncle lived in Maryland for a while. So we got to see the sights in Washington, D.C., and we took a brief trip to New York, just a 1 day thing. And that was probably enough for us at the time because it was kind of overwhelming. And I bought a fake Hard Rock Cafe shirt. Um, so we were getting off the that goes to Ellis Island, and there was this guy selling fake merchandise. So it was he was charging like $5 for the shirts. And I said, I know these are fake, but I'm gonna buy one because I feel like it's a authentic New York souvenir. It was printed on a Fruit of the Loom t-shirt, and it had the tag cut halfway off. And the guy grinned. It was like he wasn't even offended that I told him I knew it was fake. And then we went up one of the twin towers, and this guy helped us hail a cab. It was using very colorful language, and my aunt is just like the sweetest, most pure person you'll ever meet, and um, she looked a little uncomfortable. So the cab driver didn't want to let anybody in the front seat of the cab, and this colorful character was going, "Just let them in. They're a blanking family." And well, the cab driver agreed, so it was pretty funny. Oh look. Oh, oh, Heather, you're here. Heather. Sorry, I'm catching up on messages here. Oh, you slapped him? I didn't even see what he said. Aw. I should worship who? Hi, Heather. Yes, there is an awesome person. You're correct. Heather, what time is it where you are? You just called Heather weather? Oh, 2:19. Heather, do you always stay up super late? I've had a lot of late nights lately, but it's because I've been doing a lot of cleaning and decluttering. Alright, so I was trying to see the. Oh, okay, I see the comment. Trying to see the deleted messages. Hi, Hollywood. I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm tired, and my feet hurt, and I woke up at 6 a.m. to drive my dad to chemo because his stem cell transplant failed. So I'm um, digesting that crappy news since last week. Yeah. This has been a roller coaster. Like he was told he was going to do stem cell, and then no, never mind, and then oh yes you are, and then oh sorry it's put off, and then finally gets to do it, and it just never occurred to me that it wouldn't work at all. Like I knew that it's not going to keep the cancer away forever, and I was mostly worried about complications like him getting some sort of infection or pneumonia or something, and it was just a total shock that it didn't work at all, especially since I was told he had the most energy he's had since before he got cancer. So I was thinking, okay, great, it worked. But then he started to have crappy symptoms again and had another bone marrow biopsy. And yeah, that that showed cancer, and he had to do an 8-hour chemo infusion today. They have to do it really slowly because whatever type this one is can cause really bad reactions. So I spent the day getting ready for my concert and kept checking in to see how things were going. And when we were at the concert hall, I found out that he was having some sort of complication and they had to counteract that with meds. But the thing is, my mom is sick too and she can't be with him. Um, so it's just really overwhelming that both my parents are sick. And like I don't even know what to do half the time. I'll bring them some meals, but they don't necessarily always feel like eating. So, when someone's feeling cruddy, it's hard for them to give a detailed explanation about what's going on. So, he'll just send her whatever he can, um, and then she relays it to me, but I have no idea what kind of complication he had today. I don't know if it was an allergic reaction. I don't know if it was his blood pressure. I have no clue. So, it's a little hard for me to go to sleep right now. I don't even know what time he got home or if he got home. They had to wait for things to calm down and had to still finish giving him the chemo before he's allowed to come home. My mom has a lung infection and she had it before and had to go out of state for a while and see some specialists and go to classes on how to manage it. Um, so it's not tuberculosis, but it's treated kind of the same. So it's 18 months of 3 different types of antibiotics, like large doses. And last time that affected her vision, can't drive at night, and and she feels really sick anyway. But even if she could, or if she felt well enough to drive, she can't drive my dad to chemo while it's dark. So it was dark this morning, of course, when we had to leave at like 6:45. So anyway, it's just been one thing after another. So I amuse myself with funny videos and stuff when I can. Um, yeah. So reading Heather's message here. Yeah, so it's been uh, yeah, just overwhelming, and I I don't know what to do for them. I'm sick of cancer. My One of my best friends has the same cancer as my dad, and the fatigue is so overwhelming. like say I'll call her and she says, "Well, I have to go take a nap before bedtime." Like that's how much she's been sleeping, and I'm gonna guess that we probably can't have Christmas with my parents. So we didn't get to have Thanksgiving because me and the girls all had colds, and I thought, well, we'll just make Christmas extra special, and my dad will be feeling better because I have a stem cell transplant, and then to like find out that it didn't work, it's just like it's so hard to take. Like, oh, we're gonna have cancer overshadowing Christmas again and their anniversary. So last year was their 50th anniversary, and cancer went and pooped on it. You know, we always envisioned a, a big party celebrating their 50th, but he felt like crud, so that didn't happen. I am spilling water on myself. I'm sorry to hear that, Lori. Well, I'm lucky to be close by to them, not too far. So, yeah, my mom's had multiple health issues going on. She's down to like, the last I heard, 98 pounds or maybe less now. I don't know. Thanks, Hollywood. Yeah, this February, I think it will be. Has it really been 3 years since he was diagnosed? I don't even know if I'm counting that right now. Oh, Born, I'm sorry you're alone for Christmas. It's not fun. So, we used to have my friend over who also has cancer, the same cancer as my dad, and last year we ended up not having her over because we just didn't know what was going on with my parents. The kids are asking, "Are we gonna have her over? Are we gonna have her over?" And our recliner just broke, and that's what she would sleep on when she would come over. And like we go through recliners quickly with all these teenage kids sitting on them. So I would love to have her over. She just needs to have somewhere to sleep, and she'll spend probably most of the time sleeping. And like we just have one couch, and then like a chair that doesn't fit very well in this room, and then the recliner. But yeah, she loves to have Christmas with us. But I haven't actually talked to her about it yet. But I think if my parents say, um, "Hey, for sure, we're not going to feel up to doing Christmas Day," then we might as well have our friend over. We'll just have to find, I don't know, another used recliner. Like our junk pile is getting so big. We have so many things to take to the dump. It's ridiculous. Thanks, Larry. I'll keep my faith in God. Oh, Hollywood, you didn't sleep at all when your dad was sick. Yeah, I know the feeling. Um, yeah, I had my disease flared up from stress this year, so I spent most of this year sick. And as soon as my dad came home from the hospital, I made a rapid recovery finally, and then I was just really determined to catch up with uh, all of the housework I haven't done. So also like a little over a year ago, I had broken my elbow, and there are just so many things that have happened that have made it difficult to keep on top of things. Um, so I was finally not having any abdominal pain, and I had scheduled, to have my wisdom teeth removed, and I was like, no, I'm finally not in pain, and now I'm going to add pain to my state of bliss. So annoying. But I'm glad I had them removed, because if I had not done that, I would be stressing out right now going, oh no, my dad's doing chemo again. I can't go have my wisdom teeth taken out, because what if my parents need me? So I had like this little window of opportunity, as it turns out, where my dad was feeling somewhat decent, because when he did get home, he was taking his car for a spin and um, running some errands and things, and that was really nice to hear, and playing his guitar. So one of his other chemos had caused neuropathy, and it was making it hard for him to play the guitar. So it was sounding really promising, and my hopes were just really high. Um, and it's not like I'm the only person who's ever gone through anything like this. You're just never ready to lose your parents, and um, never ready to watch them suffer in any way. I know many people can relate. See, I've gotten a lot done, and last week I stayed up to like 3 in the morning one night cleaning, and then 4 in the morning. And me and a friend, we've been going over to each other's houses and cleaning, and it's really fun to do together. And we'll just kind of pick a project for the couple hours that we're hanging out together. And like today, I helped her put the lights on her tree. Um, Actually, both my parents are pretty musical. My mom didn't ever get any official training, but she carries a tune really well. She used to play the piano a little bit. She plays the guitar a bit. My dad sings and plays the guitar. Um, my siblings both sing, and extended family and stuff. So to me, just carrying a tune was just a normal thing. It didn't seem like anything special when I was growing up. So you're mooning us? That's inappropriate. Sabrina does that too. Pretty much every time she uses the potty, she comes back out. I'm mooning you. I was also feeling really motivated to clean and declutter, because it's not fun to decorate for Christmas when the place doesn't look good. Um, no one wants to decorate their clutter. Heather says, I can sing. It just sounds like a cat getting its tail stepped on. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I'm a big perfectionist when it comes to sharing my singing. Like, I'm my own worst critic, and I don't like putting out low budget recordings. When it comes to scammer stuff, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Oh, it doesn't look perfect. I don't care. But music is my heart. It's like sharing your diary. Well, except for my little drummer boy performance last night. That was just goofiness. Oh yeah, when Ashwin sang to me, that was so much fun. Thanks, Geneva. Yeah, I've just been on this cleaning rampage, and there's projects that we want to do around the house when we can. So, got to get stuff out of the way. Hollywood says, "I wish I had music talent." Um, the other night, I was wishing I had sewing talent because we got my daughter's concert dress kind of last minute, and it had to be hemmed, and I'm really, really bad at anything involving material. Jenny, you've been learning piano for 2 years. That's cool. I love piano. Okay, I'm just reading some messages here. Catching up. No, I do not sew. Let's see. I've sewn on buttons and it takes me a ridiculous amount of time. And probably half of that is the um, needle falling off the thread repeatedly. So my mom can sew. I have these memories of being really little and, hey, you want to learn how to do this? And I think she was sewing some puppets or something. And I was like, no. Like like even the thought of sewing something makes me feel really anxious. Oh, when I was in Young Women's at church, lots of times there were things that involved crafting and sewing. I said, I'll just show up and socialize. I'll just talk to people. I don't want to sew anything. It yeah, it just stresses me out for some reason. Oh, Heather, you had to block your Jamaican boyfriend? That is sad. Oh, thanks, Debbie. I'm glad my videos can cheer you up. Oh, Geneva, I'm sorry you lost your mom. And someone was telling me that hemming tape would be a really easy way to hem Carmen's dress. And I went out and bought it and I brought it home, but then you still have to um, figure out where the hem is going to be and do it evenly and stuff. And I I thought it was going to be more of like a temporary thing. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I thought I will ruin this dress with the hemming tape somehow. Like I will screw it up. So, years ago with one of my concert dresses, well, actually, this was like a skirt and top thing. Um, a friend said she would hem the skirt, and somehow she cut way too much fabric and it was lopsided and it ended up 5 inches too short. And so there was no time to order another one, and I had to go find matching material. and another friend just kind of designed me a new skirt that matched, and it was like this big stressful thing. And then there were two other sopranos who accidentally ordered the wrong color. So for some reason they thought the skirts were supposed to be black and the tops blue. And luckily I'd already found the matching material, so they didn't have to go out looking for that. And I mean, one uh, fabric store didn't even have anything close to it, and so I was really lucky to find something that matched. Um, yeah, so the thought of ruining Carmen's dress, that was horrible. So I had a friend who last minute bailed me out, and she hemmed her dress just yesterday, actually. So I'm really grateful for that. Um, so the dresses were delivered way late because of a hurricane, and then by the time they arrived, all of the kids in the choir had to be fitted, and there was only one dress in her size, but there were like some dresses for adults that were like kind of similar in size. So they said we couldn't take them home yet because kids still had to try them on. And then the next week they said, sorry, there's still more that need to try it on. And so then I had less than a week and to get someone to hem the dress. Oh, there's always something. Good night, Hollywood. Oh, Jenny says I also play guitar and am an avid instrument buyer. Latest thing is something called a bowed psaltery. Is that how you say that? Born to be Wild, you can play or you can sew by hand, but not with a machine. Yeah, I think machines scare me more than just sewing by hand. I wouldn't mind sewing on something as long as I didn't have to actually show it to anybody. I could just sew on rabbit like random fabric or something. But uh, good night, Hollywood. Yeah, Heather, the scammer saying baby all the time is really irritating. Other times they call me dear or honey. I'm not sure which one annoys me the most. But when they say it like every line, so dumb. I guess I should go to sleep. Thanks for chatting with me after a stressful day. Heather. Heather says I need to patch a hole in the crotch of my shorts. I'm gonna put a rainbow ribbon over it. That sounds really attractive. Yes, I'm supposed to clean the church kitchen at 10:45ish tomorrow. So I'll probably sleep with my makeup on and wake up um, looking somewhat like a clown. And then I will try to scrub it all off um, and then go clean the kitchen with probably still some makeup smeared under my eyes. Heather, I want a picture of your shorts when you're done. I'm so lazy about washing my makeup off after concerts. I'm like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Debbie says my partner is very ill with a progressive illness. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you like the drummer boy, though. And that was very impromptu, and later on my husband goes, "Oh, you actually posted that? I thought that was just practice." I said, "Well, that one was for comedy." Heather, yes, please. I want to see a video about your rainbow shorts. It's funny because sometimes people say to me, "You have a YouTube channel?" And people were saying that when I had like less than 100 subscribers. And I said, "Well, really, anybody with a YouTube account has a channel." Heather, I double dog dare you. It would really cheer me up, Heather, if you would do that, please. I need laughter all the time. I'm gonna drink some more water and probably spill it on myself some more. Hmm. There we go. So I'm reclining, and therefore I can't drink water without spilling. Okay, Heather, when I wake up in the morning, I want to see a video about the rainbow crotch shorts. Okay? Make sure you send me a link. You've never tried to post before? Now's the time to learn. When do I actually sleep? Never. Okay, Lori's not gonna go to sleep till we stop live streaming, so we should probably do it for Lori. Sometimes I take naps. Not usually, though. I don't know. Like sometimes I don't sleep because I'm in pain, but lately I'm awake because I'm not in pain and I'm loving it. But Lori, it's not a competition. Singing's not a competition. Just sing with your heart. Okay, Heather, I'm looking forward to it. So, hopefully I'll have a lot more time to record songs now that my concert's over. But I have to find some things that I will actually end up practicing. Well, see, I'm going to play in church this Sunday for the choir. Um, one of them I've played lots of times, so I don't really care. But the other one, I guess I should practice. And then I'm playing for a friend the week after that. So I will have to do some practicing for other things. Heather, you're making me laugh. I'm laughing just thinking about your video. Oh, you guys, I have so much editing to do tomorrow. I have to get my next Steve video ready for Wednesday. And I want to give some advance notice. I think this next, so I've been working on multiple Steve videos at the same time. I have to add in some clips. But I think the next one isn't going to be as long as the others, and it's just one of those things where I don't know. I have to do like if I were to make it longer, then it would end up super long because you have to cut off the story in a certain place. Yeah, Steve, he's such a winner. That's cool. So my mom is also um, an artist, like not by profession, but she could have been. She's really good at copying artwork, like she's copied like Van Gogh's and that sort of thing. She'll take like a picture from like a Dr. Seuss uh, book or Far Side or something, and make that into a painting. Yeah, she's really talented. Um, yeah, I'm not super artsy, um, but when I am, it's usually for a joke, I guess. Like when I made that um, Wham advent calendar. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I spent days working on an advent calendar that had a bunch of pictures of Wham, and each day revealed more lyrics from the song Last Christmas. And that was the year that George Michael passed away on Christmas, and people were acting like my calendar was some sort of George Michael voodoo doll. Um, and I was getting comments from friends that said it was indeed his last Christmas. Um, and I had people saying things like, "Do not ever make an advent calendar of me." Oh, that reminds me, I meant to make an advent calendar of my friend just to freak her out. And other people were asking me if I would make an advent calendar of a certain someone who I won't name, but you can probably guess. Heather, it's such a great song. Come on. So I was doing it for a tacky Christmas craft contest that my friend likes to do, but then we ended up not actually officially having it, and I think people just decided why even try because it's so magnificent. Um, and I had a friend help me with it because I'm not super good at the crafting thing, but the concept I have to say was just amazing. You know, it's just such a beautiful thing. Um, I laughed really hard though when I was looking for all the different Wham photos because a lot of them just look wrong. Sadly, a bunch of the pieces got ruined. I wanted to have a nice box to keep it in, but that never happened, and it ended up in a bag, and things fell out, and it's just sad. Okay, before I go, I'm putting it on the dance party setting. You're welcome. Last Christmas, I gave you a heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. Okay, I won't sing the whole thing. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for chatting with me. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one up. It's just super random. Good night, everyone. I'll see your video tomorrow, Heather.